I say the words it's time, that's exactly what I mean. It's time. It's time to cut away from the nonsense you've been hearing on all these other channels, and it's time to get with the real so that there is no misunderstanding as to what's going on. What's up? Salute, my friends. Salute. As we going into this chapter together, we will let it be known that I knew this would happen with Chris Paul. Because I said it last year, he's CP injury for a reason. I call him that because he gets hurt every season and never finishes out. It's his whole career. So when a player like that is expected to get so much money, the Clippers were already duped for $200 million. They were duped. So somebody came along and bailed them out. They did something they thought they could never achieve. They convinced Chris Paul to take a trade to a team and opt out of a $200 million contract. He said, no, I'm opting out. So next year, he played for a discount year to be with Houston. Okay? He played last year with Houston Rockets as a discount. And guess what happened? They had some success. And they didn't win. But he had a promise with them, not in writing, in theory, that they were going to pay him a $200 million contract in Houston. It's not feasible because when he made that promise to him, they had the old owner there. They got a new owner they're going to have to negotiate with. So he was playing with house money back then because the old owner was going to leave. Now you got a new owner who isn't this stupid. He's like, why am I going to agree to pay Chris Paul $200 million for 5 years? Because if we do 4 years, $200 million, I'm really losing a lot. And I really must be stupid. This guy doesn't look like a guy that has 5 years left in him. I'll do a 3-year deal, but anything 4 and 5 is like, no way, we can't fathom that. You're getting hurt now. So the new owner's like, look, I don't know about this. Plus, they got the Anderson contract that's killing them. Anderson making $20 million a year is killing them. They trying to trade him off just to have that money off the books. But you're going to lose some people. Eric Gordon or Anderson's going to have to be moved. And that's pieces you should need. But who's going to take Anderson at $20 million? Nobody. You're going to have to eat that. That's like J.R. Smith with doggone Cleveland. $16 million. You will be a Cavs next year. You don't have to, infamous one. It already exists. As you see, LeBron lose chips all the time, B. He'll be all right. He tough, right? LeBron James voice. LeBron lose chips all the time, B. He'll be all right. He crying, right? LeBron James voice. So that's what it is. LeBron lose chips all the time, B. So if anybody asks you anything, you tell them. Because he finna leave the Cavs. So it just falls mainly on him. LeBron lose chips all the time, B. I'm like, you know what? You right, he does. I mean, he done lost 6. That's a lot of chips to lose, man. Lost 6 chips. LeBron lose chips all the time, B. He be all right. He delivered with the Cavs. Well, I guess y'all would be satisfied with one. I guess that one does satisfy you. Because y'all city is a city of losers for us since you was even born. Y'all ain't won nothing like 100 years in no sports. Y'all team celebrate going 0-16 as a football team. Y'all have a victory parade. We gotta keep our spirits up. Parade, yay! I'll be throwing tomatoes at that parade. You can't win one stinking game. Ugh. Ugh. Y'all won like 2 games. 2 games in like 3 seasons. Like, who is that bad? Man. Cavs lose chips all the time, B. That's all I can say. Cubs is worse? No. You guys have the longest losing streak in history now. All to yourselves. Golf clap. And we're the ones to beat you. I'm surprised you even mentioned the Cubs. Y'all was up 3-1. And we went 3. Y'all, we gonna get 3-1 put on our championship rings. Now we move forward. LeBron James playing now because they had a meeting with Chris Paul. And in this meeting, they told him, they said, look, he's saying, look, I know what we promised you, but I don't know if it's going to be nowhere near $200 million. But look at the bright side. You got a good 3-year deal. You can get like 100-something million. Just ain't going to be 2. Stay with the winning team. KD took a pay cut. And look, they're going to take care of him in the end. I swear, we'll take care of you in the end. Stick with us, Chris. Make that sacrifice for championships. But old State Farm ain't going. State Farm mad. And I'm like, well, instead of filming that commercial, maybe you should be stretching. Maybe you should be getting in better shape. So you don't get injured. Maybe you should be in the gym. Now, Chris Paul is a great player. CP3 is a great basketball player. I cannot take that away from him. But when you do things the way he done it, it's a problem. Because he's the president of basketball operations. When you're the president of basketball operations, you're the president of the union. Not basketball operations, I apologize. He's the union president. Oh, the shirt says LeBron lose chips all the time, B. Now, because he's the president of the union. And that means he's going to be in there. That means he's going to be in the office a lot. And when you're in the office a lot, this is what happens. That's right. It's baseball season, thanks to LeBron. And by you being in the office a lot, you're going to meetings, you're not in the gym as much, you're not as dedicated, and this is what happens. So he needs somebody on the team he can take it easy with, who could perform when he's not there. But, he didn't know Harden was such a choke. James Softon is what we call him. Now, that this situation of going to California, the team that can offer him a max contract, LeBron talked to Chris Paul and told him, I told you. I told you they ain't gonna pay you that money. Let me talk to Magic and see if I can get you over in LA. See if the Lakers will get you that deal. Now, Magic Johnson got something to think about. Do you want a proven guy who breaks down before the playoffs every year, or do you want a young point guard who breaks down, a power forward who played the same position as LeBron but could be moved to two guard, but he breaks down not from health but mentally breaks down, just like LeBron James. I just spoke to a Laker fan last night, and you know what that Laker fan told me? That Laker fan said, if LeBron goes to the Lakers, I'm out for 2 years until he's gone. Then I'll come back and root for the team. I can't root for him. And I said, man, give me 5. I honor that. I honor that. Because you really care about the team. You really care. You know that this is a farce. And with this guy, he's only going to pull the ship down. I admire that. But LeBron to talk to Magic Johnson and want to talk about having his team talk to them, rather, and have Chris Paul come to the Los Angeles Lakers. Who in the hell would pay Chris Paul $200 million for 5 years? I wouldn't. LeBron James is going to be looking at a $200 million, 4-year, 5-year contract, long-term deal with the Los Angeles Lakers. So this might be more than a 2-year deal. He might do a 3-year deal and return back to Cleveland for 1 more year. Why? I have no idea. Oh yeah, I'll let you see the back. Because there's no guarantee you're going to win when you have LeBron, because LeBron loses chips all the time, B. All the time, B. All the time, B. You'll be all right. Yeah, it is Cavs lose chips all the time, B. It all works. But LeBron lose chips all the time, too. Mainly him. He lost more than the Cavs. He lost more chips than the Cavs. Cavs is like, man, we lost 4 chips, but he lost 6. Like, yeah, you're right. LeBron lose chips all the time, B. Yep. And then it's simple common sense. That's how I knew that this would be a problem when I told you in the offseason that it was no guarantee Chris Paul would sign back with Houston. He would have to agree to a lot because they were going to have a lot of problems in the offseason because they spent money like crazy this year. Now they're stuck with Anderson because they thought they were going to have Carmelo Anthony, which they don't have. They thought they would have, because they could have opted to let Carmelo go, but at least they would have had Carmelo Anthony as a more bargaining chip than you know Anderson. And Anderson could play. Yeah, but you would have had Carmelo Anthony there. You still wouldn't have been able to sign Chris Paul though. But well, see, that's the main problem here. The main problem is simple. Chris Paul would have to accept a 3-year deal and not a 4 or 5 year deal. That's just it. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I doubt if the Los Angeles Lakers will do that. They're looking to get younger. Why would they get an older player in his 30s and give him $200 million? But then again, this is Magic Johnson. The name alone will sell tickets. But if you get LeBron, you've already sold the doggone tickets. Them people gonna show up because a lot of them are very stupid, and they want to go see what it looks like to see him on the court in the Lakers uniform. I think he looks retarded. Now, don't worry, you got less than a week before you see LeBron James opt out of his contract. How am I a Laker hater? I'm a supporter of the Lakers. This is what's best for them is not to have him. They selling tickets without him because they the Lakers. Now, once they're back in contention, he's gonna sell out the games just for the notion of they just want to see what it looks like. I'll be like, watch it on TV. I wouldn't even go to that game. I wasn't gonna watch the BET Awards. I'm like, man, I can't watch that. Then I said, well, Safari's in it. He the host. I'm gonna check it out because he's having his moment right now. He's having a lot of fun. And I said, if he hosting the red carpet events and all that, I'm gonna watch the red carpet events. Then probably skip the awards because I don't care about that. So I'm just gonna watch the Safari. If LeBron's on the team, you're not gonna like. The Laker fan just told me that. That's the second Laker fan who don't know each other who said the same thing. If LeBron go there for 2 years, man, I'm out. For 2 years till he's gone, then I'll root for him. He's like, don't worry, I ain't gonna root for nobody else. But when the Lakers get rid of him, then I'm back to my Lakers. See, a lot of people from Oakland grew up Laker fans because Golden State wasn't really their thing. A lot of them was rooting for the Lakers. It's a lot of Laker fans in Oakland. They like the Lakers, and that was it. He's from Oakland, and he went to the. Well, yes. Yeah, England looked pretty good. It's the best England has looked in forever. But yeah, they were favored to win, but yeah, they look pretty good today. World Cup be having me tired, man. I'll be like drained. Well, in Golden State, they took a petition. The Laker fans said they was gonna do, but the Lakers is all talk. Golden State Warriors took a petition to keep LeBron James off of the team. They do not want LeBron James wearing anything that says Golden State Warriors on it. No, they don't want him. Laker fans don't want him. That's the thing. They like, we don't want LeBron. Now, do you think a team would have said they don't want Kobe Bryant? Do you think there's a team out there that says we don't want Michael Jordan? I'm just throwing that out there. Nobody wants this guy. They don't want a crybaby. Nobody wants the crybaby. They want champions. They want winners. You think anybody on the team say they wouldn't want Curry? You think anybody in the league would say they don't want Durant? You think anybody in the league say they don't want Clay? You think anybody in the league say they don't want Draymond Green on their team? And y'all call him the king. Shame on you. Heck, Beyonce don't even want him right now. Oh man, thanks for the donation, man. I appreciate it. She only deal with winners. She don't deal with whiners. And it's clear to see that LeBron lose chips all the time, B. It'll be alright. He sucked, right? LeBron James voice. We all know that. Cavs lose chips all the time, B. All the time, B. Cavs lose chips all the time, B. Boom. Thanks, Raiders. The Raiders. They suck, right? I know. I'm finna go walking around outside with the shirt. So to all the LeBron fans, there was a couple of guys from Cleveland in there with their Cleveland gear on. They saw my Golden State hat and got scared. I'm like, yeah, losers. take it all in. Take it all in, losers. Cavs lose chips all the time, B. I'm a rub it in your face fan. Anybody against LeBron James fan, that's me. I will celebrate another team beating LeBron James. How can you hate on another successful black man? Same way. Any black players? Ain't Kevin Durant black? Y'all hate on him? Hmm? Hmm? I hate his game. I don't care about the wife, the kids. Right now, he's at Summer Beach, whatever, watching his kids play. We ain't got no problem with that. Steven or Stephen, let me explain to you, because you might be new, why we don't like LeBron so much. We don't like the pollution that they did with LeBron. They force fed us a player who is not even at the level of a Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant. He's leagues below all these things. But they have media has built him up to be this fake propaganda that we're seeing in front of us right now. He's the false idol. And they threw him out there and trying to say the greatest of all times to brainwash you to believing that LeBron James is as good as he really is. The truth be told, he takes 5 steps. He offensive fouls people. He can't dribble. He weakens everybody's game that ever plays with him because all they don't run plays. They don't practice. Any player who has done these type of things, why would you call them great? Everything I said is facts, not fiction, not part of an imagination. All of these things that I've mentioned to you are facts. Now, any other player had any of these flaws going on in the league, you would be saying, he ain't the king. How could they call him the king? But because they brainwash you and promote you with this guy here since he was 15 years of age, the NBA has been preparing for him since he was 15 years of age. He was 17 years old driving a Hummer to high school. The NBA had groomed him. He had a $100 million contract before he played a basketball game. So it wasn't like there was an accident he was going to be rich. They went from the ghetto to the hello. We rolling. Now, there are things that I like about LeBron James, but it has to do with off the court. On the court, no. So now you have a very clear definition as to why I dislike his game. Now, nothing in that had anything to do with hate. I hate the fact he didn't try to get his teammates better. I hate the fact he's not a good leader. I hate the fact that he pouts like a little teenage boy still. I hate the fact that he hasn't matured enough as a player to want to focus on the defensive end of the court. So, I guess I'm a hater. My question to you, why would you like him as a basketball player? Why? It doesn't make sense. Oh, that is my house. Oh, you know I'm always ready for that. I'm always ready for combat. So now LeBron wants to bring Chris Paul over because I still think that's a ploy. And the reason why I'm saying that's a ploy is for the simple fact that Chris Paul is using that to try to create, like, there's a chance he can go to the Lakers so that Houston would sign him, not to actually go to the Los Angeles Lakers. Chris Paul team is leaking this story out. This is what I believe, that they're leaking the story out about LeBron trying to lure him to come to the Los Angeles Lakers. I don't think LeBron is actually doing it, to be honest. See, that is the main problem. Chris Paul's going to have to swallow his State Farm pride and say, listen, I get hurt all the time. They calling me CP injury all the time. They call me CP injury, and I lived up to it. Yes, you lived up to it, and guess what? You're going to do it again. Playoff start, high ankle sprain. You are out of shape. You come out there, use the season to get in shape because you want to be the businessman behind closed doors doing union stuff with the refs and in the office. Now, look at you. CP injury. I done already told you. Okay, I guess. I'm like, what was that? I should be headed to the car. I got to go show the world his shirt. LeBron lose chips all the time, B. He be all right. He suck, right? LeBron James, boys. I'm going to wear this shirt so LeBron can see it. And I'm going to tell him, I'm going to say, LeBron, you were good. You had a good run back when you was doing what you doing. But you know what? You done lost 6 chips, B. 6 of them things, bruh. You in the 3-6 Mafia or what? Man. LeBron, you lose chips all the time, B. That's what the Cavs gonna say. Cavs like, look, we only lost 4. We lost 4 chips. We 1 out of 5. But you lost 6, homie. Cavs lose chips all the time, B. It's gonna switch to LeBron lose chips all the time, B. Oh, I ran into them already, and I'm gonna run into some more. They could be mentally unstable. We know they mentally unstable because they rooting for LeBron James. Anybody root for him is mentally unstable. The Raiders. Yep, LeBron losing chips all the time, B. Because he lost more than the Cavs. So I'm like, well, once he leave the Cavs, we ain't going to be talking about the Cavs losing chips no more. We're going to be talking about him. Because he ain't going to be going to no chip. They going to try to do what they going to do, but the Lakers can build whatever they want right now. Golden State keeping that same team, they will beat the Lakers. Yeah, play with CP injury and LeBron. They're going to play real good for 15 games. It's going to be, here you go. Oh, God. What happened? It's my knee and my ankle. CP injury. Oh, there goes his knee. He be balling like an all-time MVP. He shoots the 3. Whoa! There goes his knee. His CP injury. Next year is more of the same. Playoff start, high ankle sprain. His CP injury. Can't depend on him when you in need. CP injury. They say bad luck is his daddy. CP injury. Oh, there goes his knee. Now, this song was made before he even played for the Houston Rockets. And just like that, what happened the very first game he played, the first game of the season against the Golden State Warriors, his knee hurt. He out 2 weeks. He out 2 weeks. If not longer. Then the playoffs start. He has a high ankle sprain. Then, because he has a high ankle sprain, he doggone pulls his hamstring. Bah! That's game over, good night. You don't hardly see a hamstring pull like that no more. That means you're not stretching. So he tells me that he's lazy. They got a bunch of lazy people out there. I might get somebody a shirt like this. I might get a deserving fan one of these shirts. There goes it. Hey. CP injury. Oh, there goes his knee. I might sell these shirts. Just for this look on his face. This the look they ain't gonna show you. I gotta show it to you. They don't want this look out. They don't want that look out going to the world. So I gotta reveal it to you. Yeah, well, my thing is this. Chris Paul's delusion of thinking that the Houston Rockets will give him $200 million is just crazy. His team is negotiating for a 4-year, 5-year, $200 million deal. The Golden State Warriors would never do a trade like that or a deal like that. But after seeing Steph get $200 million, Chris Paul was upset. But I got something to say to Chris Paul. You're not Steph Curry, dog. You're not Steph. You had a good series against an injured Steph, but Steph made his career off you. When he made you fall in that Clipper uniform, you will slip, and falling all over the floor. They made a meme of you doing all that. Come on, man. You're not Steph. You can play, but you're not Steph. Steph injured an MCL twice. He was really injured. That affects your mobility from moving left to right. But he got more heart than y'all. Y'all really a bunch of chicks. But now he saw Steph get $200 million. Now he want $200 million. That's how it works. Steph got $200 million. Why I can't get $200 million? Because you're not Steph. That's why you don't have. That's why you don't have that money. Now he's trying to use the Lakers as leverage because he was like, man, the general manager promised me that he was going to sign me to this deal when I came over. I wouldn't have opted out my $200 million deal. That's your stupidity. You took a handshake promise that the Rockets was going to pay you $200 million when the season was over. Why would they pay $200 million for a player that's going to get hurt all the time? Huh? Why? You get hurt all of the time. There's no reason for them to pay you $200 million. You should take a 3-year deal so they can keep everybody, play for what, 160, 150 million. That's for 3 years. That's really good. That's more than great. Or maybe they can get you at 140 million. Nah, he gotta have 200 million. So you think Magic Johnson from the Los Angeles Lakers would pay 200 million to have you, Chris Paul? You was never a part of his equation. He was stupid enough to get that money to Paul George. Paul George should have been, his bag should have already been packed to LA. When Russell Westbrook knocked on his door to talk about it, he should have on the shirt saying, I love LA. Where you going? I'm finna go visit my family in Los Angeles for a little while. Why you pack all your stuff up? Oh, that's just, I do that just in case, I'm gone too long. But I'll bring it back, if... okay, just give me a call. Yeah, I'm gonna call you. Let's go. Want y'all to meet my little friend here. He agrees with me, right? LeBron suck, right? So, my little buddy here is a Golden State Warrior fan. And he also knows about basketball. Does Chris Paul deserve $200 million? Do you want to see LeBron James as a Los Angeles Laker? Does he suck as a basketball player? See, he know more than half of the people in Cleveland. More than half. I'll say 80%. Now, little man, how do you feel, little man, when you saw LeBron James lose another chip? Go ahead. Tell them how you feel, little man. Get on that floor and show them. Go ahead, little man. That's how we felt. Ain't that right, little man? So little man was just as happy as I am. Little man just told you exactly what's going on. Well, it's what we do now. Nah, he don't play no games. So I believe Chris Paul team is trying to leverage and use LeBron James' name. That's what I believe. I think he's trying to use LeBron to put the press out there so the fans will get mad at Houston for not signing Chris Paul and putting the pressure on them so he can get the deal. I don't care what they doing. Because the thing is, they got a new owner. So the general manager can say, I want to give you this money, but the new owner don't think that we should give you this kind of money. Yeah. Well, Jurassic World did over 150 million this week at the box office. Now, see what I like that happened in the world today is what Sylvia did and what she tried to say is that she's trying to protect the culture. Have you noticed that mostly women are running these organizations now? When it comes to hip hop and everything else, you're seeing more women run things than men. And you haven't really noticed that, huh? The president of Epic Records, and all the things she was able to accomplish.